Hey guys, how you doing? It's Toby Price. We're here in my garage today, here in Gold Coast. So pretty much my man cave has been opened up, and we're going to have a bit of a sit down and take you through the 2019 Finke Desert Race. But as you can see, I've got all my bikes hanging up on the wall. I've got a Dakar winning bike, which is up on the back corner up there. My third place bike that I did in 2015 on my first attempt. So got my Can-Ams, my Chevy, Mitsubishi's out front. So it's, definitely a good place to be at the moment. And love being in Gold Coast. It's just like a place like no other. So look, we'll jump on the computer. So strap in, jump on the lounge and get ready. We'll sit with me and we'll take you through the 2019 Finke Desert Race and what was in store for us.
Through. Tight trees right here.
Yeah, our Finke Desert Race for us, it's pretty much our biggest event we have for the off-road scene here in Australia. So here it's like probably like a 5 o'clock start in the morning. We've got some old footage. Over the past years we're broke, but good mate Kyle Fitzner had his feet up over the dash trying to get us into Finke one year, and unfortunately we just had a bad run of mechanical failures, just things going wrong and just not getting us to the finish line for the last 4 attempts. So we've been out going here for Finke now for 5 years in the trophy truck. This year was basically a year for us that we didn't do the 2 wheels, coming off the Dakar win and having that wrist injury. I just wasn't 100% right to try and swing off a motorcycle and go these speeds through Finke. So we just opted for the trophy truck, and it's really like a feeling like no other in this thing. You feel like you're 10 foot tall and you're bulletproof, and basically, the options are endless of what you can do in this thing, and it's always, that time of throwing that helmet on, it's nerve-wracking. You're basically in a $500,000 machine that, if you roll the thing and write the thing off or it catches on fire, you're basically just going to watch a house burn in front of you on 4 wheels. So we're just gearing up for prologue here. I'm just counting out the light numbers of the flashing, and away we go. So it's full gas. Prologue is like 8 kilometres of torture and hell for me, really. It's where you basically have to lay your life on the line, take the truck to the limit, and try and keep it on 4 wheels. So it's one of the scariest feelings. I definitely, in this lap, had a lot of white-knuckled moments and missing some trees and splitting trees, and it was a wild ride. We laid it down really hard. We definitely had to try and prove that we can be at the front and run to the front with these guys. And like I say, we've had 5 attempts at this. Their best finish is a 2nd place overall and 1st in class, but as a racer, it's never good enough. You always want to be that first guy across the finish line, and we crossed the finish line here. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a transponder issue inside the cab. We didn't know this. Me and Duncan were pumped. We were knuckling each other. We knew it. We felt like it was a good lap. Everything felt really strong. The motor in the truck felt strong, and the Fox shocks are working unreal. Duncan actually does the SDG suspension, which is on the side of the truck, and to have him ride with me, we can just get the truck dialed in a lot better and get an understanding of how it'll go and how fast it will go. But so here we just got the news about half an hour later that we qualified first. We prologued first, and to see my mum, my dad, give them a hug, it still gives me chills up my back and up my spine. So it's that was one of the best times. That all the hard work that everyone here, as you can see, is putting in was starting to pay off and was starting to work for us. So we were, getting excited to be the first car to take off in the morning for the 2019 Finke Desert Race, and it's the first time for a trophy truck to be able to do that. And then, there's the wild man Duncan. That's us leaving the cabin at about probably 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. We're
Good to go,
Yeah.
bud.
This is where, we're looking at everything, just going, what have we got ourselves in for right now? The nerve-wracking times, it's just basically now just going through some final checks before day one kicks off, and boys are jacking the truck up to get some temperature in the rear diff, in the transmission, in the motor. So we just basically wind the wheels over and throw it in gear and jack it up off the ground. And here we're trying to stay warm and get geared up, get dressed for it, and try and not let the nerves kind of take over. I guess that's the biggest thing. Is it's a long race, 230 kilometres, and we do it over 2 days. So we race down from Alice Springs to Finke on the Sunday, and then we race back on the Monday. So climbing in the truck, getting organised, myself and Duncan, we always fist pump and get excited, and when those lights flash, that's when it's almost game time. So the heart's racing. You got plenty of butterflies, and you're just going into the unknown and the unexpected. So you just don't know what the day's going to bring for you, and you just want to try and make it as get down there as fast as you possibly can. So the heli footage is unreal here. Just the light out here in the morning just pops unreal. So as you can see, we've got no dust. That is the first time in any time at Finke that I've, in the trophy truck anyway, that I've been able to get a good dust-free run and actually push this truck and actually have a dig at it. So I'm used to the two wheels out here, so it's two wheels. I've been quite lucky. I've been able to get 6 wins on a motorcycle out here, and I've just never been able to get this win on the trophy truck. So that's the goal and the plan. We've just been trying to do the double the last couple of years, and trying to actually win both categories in the same year, but nobody's been able to win the bike category and the truck category overall. So that's a bit of a goal and plan of mine. But as you see, we're getting a little bit wild and a bit loose in the truck. It was a little bit unweighted, and we saw this crest and thought, we could actually have a little bit of a jump off this and have a bit of a dig, and nearly brought us unstuck. But here's another jump coming into the finish line of day one. So all the locals from Apachula down in the Finke community stand all on one side, and then all the imports basically from each state are standing on the other side. So it's cool. You watch them; they get really excited every time you come across the line, and just as excited as we are here. So, and that's Bo Robertson. So he's pretty much one of the toughest competitors you can have in the off-road scene, and he just crossed the finish line and was asking some times, and we'd been sitting there for about 13 minutes, so on corrected time we're about 7.5 minutes in front. So he was a little bit in shock, and we'll pump. So it was a good time to get down there and see everyone. But as you can see, the work just never ends. It just keeps going. So we got my mechanic Joe here on the ground. We got him over from the States, meanwhile I'm out playing around and not really helping the team too much. But I've got a good crew, good people behind us. We had Matto come out this year, so we're showing him around, showing him the back roads of Australia and near Alice Springs, and having a few campfires and just having family and friends around. And as you can see, Matto was definitely warmed up for the situation, and loving it being out there. So, but that's the best thing. It's what it's all about. It's friends, family, and everyone else hanging out, camping. There's no 5-star luxury hotels down here, and we have fireworks, as you can see, and it's basically like a New Year's Eve in June for us, and it gets a little wild out there over the night. So if no one's ever done it, you definitely, it's one to tick off the bucket list. But so yeah, we're now in day 2. Basically the same thing. It's just repeat. I get up in the morning early, run the truck, warm everything up. Yeah, climbing into the seat here now. The feelings were quite high. We had a 7.5 or 7 minutes 44 lead, I think it was. And with a lead of 7 minutes and 44 yeah, 7 minutes 44. So here it was pretty much for myself and Duncan. It's never guaranteed, but we were just like, we've just got to drive home. We don't have to do anything silly, and yeah, we just we're excited for day 2 ahead. We had 230 kilometres to go, but it's some of the roughest and most beat-up terrain you could ever possibly think of. So we still knew we had a task ahead of us, but yeah, it was just it was hopefully going to be a nice, good, solid cruise home for us. The people, see, the atmosphere here, it's like when you're in that truck passing all them people and they're cheering you on and yeah, trying to get out and yeah, just give you the thumbs up. Sometimes you even get a bit of a flash here and there from some females, and they're the best ones, I think. I need to see more of that out there, and I'll be pretty pumped. But yeah, we're just doing our thing here right now. It's full gas. Man, as you can see, that footage there is unbelievable. It's there. It gives me chills seeing that. The Fox shocks just take them bumps. So amazing. So yeah, we crossed through our checkpoint. We were about 4 seconds down on our time, so we weren't pushing or going crazy. Yeah, for sure we weren't losing a lot of time, but yeah, we're just maintaining and just having a nice drive home now. And so Duncan's in there just basically relaying all some notes and stuff we put on the GPS, and then yeah, we got to around about here at 150 kilometre mark, and if you listen really close, you can, it's like a grind, bit of a knocking noise, and man, here it was like, just the feeling of just going, this cannot be happening for the 4th year in a row. Like, what are we doing right now? And it just starts getting worse and worse, and just getting louder, and yeah, you'll unfortunately hear a lot of beeping here right now. So we pulled up at a camp, just trying to get him to just jump underneath and have a bit of a look, so we really both didn't have to get out. See if there was any oil leaking or something from underneath the truck, but we only had a small little leak at the back end of the car, and so we just thought that we might have ripped the caliper off, but they were all in place. So we tried to go again, and you can hear that tunk, 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 tunk. It's just, that was the worst sound that I could ever have heard in my life. It was pretty much the Finke race is just about to come to a complete end, and she's done. We'll not go any further. So, man, it's still frustrates me to this day. We had a really good race going, and just trying to get through and drive and have fun coming home, and yeah, that's me just looking at the track, just going, how is this beating me so much right now? I'm used to being successful out here at Finke, so yeah, I just can't understand why I can't be successful in these trucks, and when we try and do all the right work where we can, but just keeps bringing us down. And but yeah, look, you got to show respect to the other boys. Bo just come through, and we'll cheering him on and trying to keep him moving. But unfortunately, yeah, this was my ride home. Was in the helicopter. So yeah, I would have much rather been in that trophy truck driving home. But yeah, I got a very, very smooth ride home in that helicopter. But yeah, it's frustrating to see, just watch them cars just keep going by us. So it's yeah, wave to the boys, and get out of there, because at that point in time I pretty much I wanted to burn the truck really. So it's been a tough one for us. It's just haven't been able to get to the finish line the last few years, and the last one in 2019 definitely hurt. We done all the work, and we got down there with a really good lead, and everything felt really good in the truck, and parts just seemed to malfunction on us. But we're coming back bigger and stronger. We're not going to give up on it. It's not in my blood to give up. So we've gone with a new build built with the guys at Tisco. Running with a brand new Dugan's 8-stack, 6-litre V8 motor, putting it through into an Albin 6-speed gearbox, but running it with paddle shift as well, so I can keep my hands on the wheel the whole time, and try and be even faster again. So it's going to run Fox shocks as usual, but yeah, look, like I say, if I go back and the truck breaks on us this next one, then I'm out of options. My hands will be tied. I will not know what to do. It's basically we're trying to eliminate all the problems where we can, and showing up with a brand new truck, there should be no issues. But as we all know, motorsport racing, it's just one of them things that it's designed to break you sometimes, and I've been broken 4 times. We've had one good result, finishing the second out there, but you want that top step, and that's what we're chasing for, and we're going to make it happen. So be ready. We're coming back with a new truck, and we're excited for it. Finke's just one of them races you just can't miss. So if it's on the bucket list, you got to get it ticked. So hope you've enjoyed, and thanks for strapping in and watching the Finke 2019 Desert Race with us. So enjoy it.